Nijisanji is not doing well, not in terms of money, but it's more like in the community and the streamers themselves. Well, we've seen that Nijisanji has been losing a lot of streamers lately, and that's really concerning when they've been losing like crucial members of their streamings, Mista, Fox Mommy, and just yesterday we had the announcement of the graduation of Pomu. That's really bad, guys. And if Nijisanji doesn't do something about this, they will go through a lot of problems in the near future, like literally losing even more members, losing more fans. I am a fan myself of Nijisanji, and I just found out that I'm no longer watching Nijisanji as before. My homepage on YouTube used to be full of Nijisanji and content from Nijisanji, but now, sadly, no more Nijisanji content. And the only problem here is the company itself. They're killing their brand themselves. I'm talking about the EN brand and not the Japanese one, because I know nothing about the Japanese one, so we are just going to talk about the EN one for now. And probably a lot of you are asking, why are the streamers leaving Nijisanji? Isn't that like a big dream that anyone would want to be in? I mean, yes, of course, I know a lot of people would love to be in Nijisanji, but the problem is Nijisanji themselves, the way they do things, the way they work on their projects, the way they do the rules. Well, let me give you an example. Most of the time when a Nijisanji member wanna graduate, they ask him, why do you wanna do that? Most of the time they say, it's either burnout or trying to find another place with more opportunities. I will explain why they say that. Because of the strict rules of Nijisanji, they're literally limiting their creativity. They make them burn out from doing the same content. Let me give you an example. Nijisanji limits a lot of content creators. They don't let them do whatever they want. And the only things that the streamers can actually do is like playing video games, and not every video game. They're like limited to the video games they can play. Yes, that's really a big problem. And the other thing that they can also do is singing, but still, they are still limited on a lot of music that they can sing. They still gotta wait for the approval and everything like that. So, you know, it really destroys the motivation when you ask to do something and then be just rejected. And for collaborations, they are so rare. It's really hard to see any collaboration between Nijisanji and other companies or other VTubers because they have strict rules, as I said, and probably bad relationships with other VTubers for some reasons. Like, surely, getting that first email that you've been accepted in Nijisanji would feel so good. It must feel like a dream. Being like in Nijisanji for the first year must be like a dream. Doing all you want. I know there are some restrictions, some rules and stuff, but it's alright. You can still do a lot of stuff. You're creative, so you can do other content, probably gaming, probably collaborations with friends. A lot of stuff can be done. But once you hit the 1 year mark, the second year, things start to become a little bit hard. You've already done everything before, and now you gotta think of new stuff. You know what? It's like giving an empty soda can to a baby and tell him to be creative. It's really hard to be creative from nothing. To be honest, I feel like Nijisanji are becoming a little bit more lazy over the years. Like, instead of upgrading their self, they're downgrading. Before you go to the comments and start telling me now that's not true, let me tell you an example. The last waves of Nijisanji. I don't even know the name of the last waves, okay? They didn't impact me in any way. I don't even know the name of the wave. I don't know the name of the streamers. I don't even watch them. Like, didn't have a lot of impact. They didn't do the music video that they used to do before. That was really cool idea, but now they just removed it. Is it a problem that the streamers cannot sing? No, that's not true. Most of them can sing. So why? Like, if we go to the Nijisanji newer wave, look, they didn't even reach 100,000 followers. Imagine not reaching 100,000 followers. They've been here for 2 months. Imagine 2 months and they still didn't reach 100,000 followers. That really shows that there is a big problem, okay? I remember Nijisanji members, they used to reach 100,000 followers in less than 1 month of them debuting. So you see the problem, things are a little bit awkward. And I feel like every wave gets a little bit boring. I don't mean that the streamers are bad or boring or anything like that. No, it's just like Nijisanji doesn't try to find something new or make a new concept for the new waves. I mean, look, the first waves were cool. It was something new, it was something cool at first. It seems like nothing has changed. Like, they seem like a boring copy of the other waves. Like, we don't see any new concepts. Like the first waves, okay, they were cool because it was something new. They were the first waves, it was hyped, you know. The Luxium was the first all boys wave and it was really well taken, but then they just kept doing the same thing. Either a full wave of girls or a full wave of boys. Then they started mixing things. That was good for a change, but then they just kept doing the same thing. So the community started to get a little bit overwhelmed with the number of waves, the non-existent changes between the waves. Like, why would we watch the new waves if the other waves do the same but better? That's one of the reasons why Nijisanji is not really doing well, because yeah, as we know, like, the new waves are just the same. The content keeps repeating itself again and again and again and again. Gaming videos, probably some music, then we got probably some small events, then we have some collaborations. So people, at first they were hyped and everything, and then people start getting less and less hyped about all the stuff coming out. So that's why Nijisanji is not really doing well right now. The streamers are leaving so they can do other stuff and they can be more creative. I remember Mista used to get something around like 7,000 viewers, 10,000 viewers, and now what? The best of them now is getting like 1.6k viewers, 2k viewers. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, 2k viewers is so good, but compared to before, that's literally 80% downfall in terms of viewers. So this is what I think will happen in the future for Nijisanji. Are they going to get any better? I don't think so. They're not going to change their way of doing things. I think they will just keep whatever they're doing right now, and they will keep losing streamers and followers until one day Nijisanji is not going to be known as it was before. I remember Nijisanji was everywhere, literally everywhere. Like, my TikTok used to be full of Nijisanji, my YouTube was full of Nijisanji. Now I don't even see it anywhere, right? I gotta search for Nijisanji to watch it. I just don't see it in my homepage. Nijisanji want to do a change, they gotta do it right now before the end of the year, because if 2025 comes in and they still didn't do a change, sadly we will see a lot of graduations and VTubers leaving the company. And yes, I know we will have new waves, but still Nijisanji will not feel the same as it was before. It's already going to that point. Nijisanji is being not the same as before. We're losing like crucial members to the lore of Nijisanji, and I am afraid that it will continue to happen until the downfall of Nijisanji EN branch. Is it going to die completely? Probably not. Nijisanji is a big company, so it's really hard. They will keep going on, but not as the same way as it was before.